And here you are. Welcome, welcome. Welcome everyone to Monday Night Reiki. I hope you're doing well. If you would like to experience the Reiki, just need to accept. We just need your consent. So Reiki works with consent. So if this is something you'd like to experience, just acknowledge that that is something that you like to experience. That is enough. It doesn't have to be a big thing. We're just going to chill. For those of us who are winding down for the night, just allowing ourselves to relax, replenish, rejuvenate our bodies, allow us to let go of those things that no longer serve us, allowing us to let go of our day, allowing us to let go of the tension in our bodies. For those of us who are starting our day, maybe this will allow you to start your day with ease. May this start your day with peacefulness and optimism and just feeling refreshed, right? We're just here to feel good. Make our hearts light. Make our lives bright. Allowing us to feel our own energy, feeling the energy of our own bodies. Daira tamu koroto ira sunoto ira muara tia nyasa chia kunoto inye mora sunoto ira tamuara tia sao koroto uto ira no korisi. Okoyana na yashta ira no korosini ato ira no kurutu no ira sumuarti eshti. Always trying to find the right balance between volume, music volume, the energy is really, the signature of the energy tonight really feels like allowing us to find a little bit of joy, just lightness, right? Warmth. Allowing us to move our bodies, allowing us to feel in touch with movement, play. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for those of you who are here. Thank you very much, Nicole. Thanks, Michael. Your son is a ginger. Your son is very cute. No, thank you. Yeah, just chill here. It's nice to have you back. For those of you who are just joining, welcome. Tonight is Monday Night Reiki. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So if you'd like some nice chill vibes, that is what we're here for. If you'd like to just watch, that's also okay. Talk about some fun stuff. Get to listen to some chill tunes. People know I'm Canadian, I don't know. So Reiki is an energy healing practice, modality, to balance and heal mind, body, and soul. It is a multifaceted thing. So some of you may experience the energy in different ways. That is okay. Some of you may not feel a lot at all. That's also okay. Everyone has their own journey. Everyone has their own experience. Everyone is their own thing. So whatever happens, that is a-okay. It's transferred in the highest good. Can do no harm. So all I encourage you to do really is to just allow whatever comes up, right? Just allow it. Try not to judge it. Try not to scrutinize it or intellectualize it. Just allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you feel. You may feel emotions come up. You may feel physical experiences as you release energy. You may get sleepy, you know. And again, you may not feel anything, and that's okay. Say cookie. I mean, we kind of say both, but we usually say cookie. It really depends on what you're talking about. Welcome, Dad, Brad. Like we say tea biscuit. We don't say tea cookie, we say tea biscuit. Oh, thank you. It's a cookie. Oreos are cookies. Mmm. Mmm. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts. It's very kind. What are Funyuns? Ayata irate nikin yarasato otono iranam kurutomoto yarasum kuruteshta iranam Parvati. Awarate nikin yarasana kuruto murutuno tiramuatini kurish inia tiramuatini. Akuruto niranam kumutun siarastuana itinyam yarasakukumuatini. I'm not sure if someone in here has, I'm feeling some pinching pains in my wrist, in this tendon in my wrist. I'm not sure if anybody is experiencing some kind of injury. I'm on pause. What does that mean? Hi, beautiful Debbie. How are you? Those of you in here, please follow Decidedly Debbie. She does beautiful morning intentions and has so much wisdom and such beautiful energy. You're meditating with me. I love that, Dad Brad. I love that. Akanayana nayara nana korona to yinimo ishto yinimo arasana korotani aramo kuntui ireni kindi teshti arasao korotono korotia. Ahora ni reteni kimiasa autono kono to yinimo ishimi urusumu to yinimo ati iaki amuara tasao. Amato yara no kumuru tunutin moasia ahora no makasho to yiniki amati. Awete nikiamo kuno to sa ora netikiamo stuniamo. Intentions are wonderful. I've started doing daily morning meditations with intentions. Debbie does morning intentions every morning at around 7:30-ish Pacific Center, 7 to 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. And they're always so powerful and full of wisdom. And I find that in the moments, the mornings where I wake up early enough to be able to catch her lives, I'm so grateful for it. 7 a.m. PST, usually way before I'm awake. I'm a little bit of a sleepyhead in the mornings. But I have been waking up earlier lately because the sun is getting up sooner. Yeah, Dabrat, I would definitely follow Debbie. Hi, Lucid the Cole. How are you, my love? Anai iraton kono toi kia maka ia maka e niki. Ono kono tini ara na. Awe tene mana no konira mi aras. Como corotini aras to anamati. Urani tini murasuru to uno kono to irani kono to irani kia. Urastani aranamora sao como kosu. Not Toronto time. It's 10 a.m. in Toronto, yeah. A ere ni kinkyo sonko shoto ino mukunati no morati na koroto moto moto. Welcome, Solange. Oh no. I'm a Canucker. West Coast, West Coast. West Coast is the best coast, as they say. That's not true. We're all nice. The East Coast is nice too. Hi, gorgeous. Hi, David. How are you? You have bears and stuff. You do. Black bears are not so bad. Grizzly bears are probably not something that you would want to walk into on your hike. Akano kama te irimiki yara takano karatini. Akarada nikiashtu no rada mukoritia umoritin yatsumati yatmako. Akuras tashtini marsina konata. Akarate nikiashtu enimi yaranata sana koratini yatasa urutani. Thank you, Debbie. Oh, thank you. Akanaire te ki moroto no konoto irene ki oroto moroto o moroto o moroto no kuruto no ku usuruto no konoto ete no. Ato ea ni kini arasana makanata ia mata o sunati. Ansiera tu konoto shite ni ata makanata ira te ni ki mato. Thank you for being here. Those of you just joining, this is energy healing. This is Reiki Monday Reiki. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. You're so welcome, Brad. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining the live. For those of you just joining in, this is Reiki. So if you would like to experience the energy healing, you just need to offer your consent, whether internally or externally, that's up to you. If you just like to stay for some nice music and just hang out, that's also okay. There's no right or wrong answers here. Whatever feels good for you, that's what counts. Ato te eniki irotomo kono no toshi itina mati arasana ki iratashita no kono no toyama. Ato na ki iratan ki asuna tia. Aorotono mo kono tia shuto irene kono. Veronica, thank you for the follow. For those of you who are enjoying this Reiki, on Sunday, myself and 2 other beautiful healers, Debbie is in here right now, and Juliana, we are all 3 of us leading a energy healing blockage and blockage removal and activation. So if you are interested in experiencing some beautiful energy from 3 healers, that's happening on Sunday morning. If you are on the West Coast, it's happening in the afternoon if you're on the East Coast. And our event is going to be centering around the concept of trust. So, trust is a funny thing. Trust is something that we experience in many different ways, and that can be a little bit slippery sometimes. So we're really going to be doing this activation and this blockage removal around those of us who struggle with trust within ourselves, trust with other people, trust in the universe. For us to be able to feel more safe and feel more ease in the experience of acceptance, right? But it's also, trust is really important when it comes to using our discernment. Some of us trust too openly, right? We give trust very freely and openly in moments where a little bit more discernment is required. But generally speaking, many of us have walls that prevent us from trusting integrally. Oh, thank you very much, Lucid the Cole. So if you would like to take part in that healing event that's happening this Sunday, it's going to be at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a link in both my bio and in Debbie's bio, Decidedly Debbie, who's in here. We both have a link for you to join. It's $33 to take part, or you can subscribe to our monthly membership program or subscription program so that you can have access to all of our monthly events. So we each lead an individual event every month. And then we do this combined event every month as well. So generally speaking, if you're part of our subscription, you get 4 events for free, and it's $44 to take part in that. We have a private Facebook group where we have a monthly live where we have chit chats about a certain topic, which are really fun and informative, and we have weekly energy forecasts as well. So if that's something that intrigues you or interests you, there is a link in our bios as well to join that. You can try the first 2 weeks for free. So if you wanted to try it out and see if it's for you, you're more than welcome to try it and see what you think. I am leading a chakra healing series. So we're working on the 3rd eye this month. So we've already done the first 5 chakras. We're working on the 3rd eye, which is the 6th chakra. And that's happening right after this group event. And then the following month will be the final one for the crown. But yeah, trust is an interesting thing, isn't it? I feel like, for a lot of us who have experienced a lot of hard moments in our life, or have had a lot of difficult relationships in our life. Trust can be kind of a hard thing to grasp. And sometimes, kind of the double-edged sword is, sometimes when we get to that point, it's hard for us to trust, right? Trusting trust can be really challenging for a lot of us, where we want to, and there is a fear that stops us from doing so. And so a really big part of kind of looking at that trust element is kind of understanding what fear it is that we have that is putting a wall, or that is making us hesitant towards embracing letting go, embracing kind of letting go of that control. What is it that we need control of? And, you know, for those of us who struggle trusting ourselves, right? You know, that's very much our center of power, or we don't trust ourselves. It's very much, who are you giving your power away to? Or you don't have the confidence within yourself to make decisions, or to have faith in your ability to know what is right for you, in your ability to trust, or your ability to follow your own guidance and intuition, and what part of your heart has been hurt in such a way that there is a fear of your heart being hurt again by allowing yourself to be vulnerable and trusting yourself, or being vulnerable and trusting others, or even trusting circumstance and trusting the world around you, right? A lot of us don't have, you know, faith or trust in the universe itself, right? Because of the circumstances that have come into our life. And so it's hard for us to just allow things to happen, right? When we are asking ourselves to be in flow, and we're asking ourselves to kind of let go and accept things as they are, for you to truly be able to do that, is you have to be able to trust that everything is going to be okay, and that you're going to be supported and taken care of by the universe. And that can be really hard sometimes, right? When we're so used to micromanaging our lives, right? Or we set expectations for everything that's going to happen, and that's where we get disappointed. And so it's kind of a it's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy, and you end up setting yourself up in a way, because ultimately, if you're trying to micromanage your life in a world where that's not really possible, right? You can't prepare for everything that's going to happen. You're setting yourself up for being disappointed and breaking your own promises, because you're taking on way more than you're able to. You're taking on a role that is not yours to take, right? That role is meant for the universe. It's not meant for you to control everything that's going to happen in your life. You are meant to be an active participant, but you're not the leader of it necessarily. And there's something very freeing once we're able to get to that point where we're comfortable in just kind of letting go some of that control, right? Letting go of that need to be the holder of all of the leashes. I love that, Debbie. Embrace trust as the whisper of the soul guiding you through the unknown. That's beautiful. My friend was messaging me. I didn't realize that it was buzzing. And so I want all of you to know, you know, nothing's a lost cause. You know, it's not a hopeless cause either, right? For those of us who really do have a hard time embracing that, right? In letting our guard down and kind of bringing down our walls. that we've built up over time. You know, everything takes time. Everything is just little baby steps. So, you know, everything takes time. Think of the desert. The desert is this massive expanse of sand, right? But it's an expanse of sand that is the result of rocks eroding into these tiny, tiny, tiny little granules. And every single little speck of sand is important in creating these massive dunes in the Sahara and in whatever desert it is that you frequent. And each little speck of sand, you know, it took time for that to happen, right? It didn't happen overnight. And so realize that it could be just the tiniest, almost imperceptible shift forward. It's still progress, right? You're still moving forward. You're still changing your life in positive ways, even though you may not notice it. And you have to remember that, right? In the grand scheme of things, it's very easy to see change when there's been a bunch of time that's passed by and you look from one photo to the next and you see how much has happened. But in the moment by moment, it's almost invisible, right? We don't see ourselves aging actively as we're living. We notice our age as we look at past versions of ourselves, you know, compared to our present version of ourselves. But you wouldn't really experience what that felt like, you know, as you're living it, being in the moment. So honor yourself, honor your journey, honor how far you've come, honor what you're doing every day, even if you're not even aware of it, right? Just the small things that you do every day. It's all you need. It's all that matters. What is that one thing that you do for yourself, right? What is one thing that you can do for yourself to make you feel you, to make you feel honored, to make you feel taken care of? It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Is it sitting outside for 5 minutes, allowing yourself to breathe some beautiful oxygen? Is it allowing yourself to sleep an extra, 10 minutes in bed when you need it? Is it having a scoop of ice cream? Is it calling one of your friends and telling them you love them, or updating them on something that you did that makes you excited? Is it reading a book? What are the little things that you do for yourself to make you just feel you? Hi, Craig. How are you, darling? Now you want ice cream. Now let me tell you, Debbie, I have been on a gelato ice cream hyperfixation. I've been making my own ice cream, and I made an amazing batch of ice cream. It's probably the best one that I've made so far. It is divine. It was an Aztec or Mayan chocolate ice cream with salted caramel, and let me tell you, if you like chocolate, it is very, very yummy. Chocolate, cayenne, cinnamon, some espresso, and then salted caramel, and it is divine. Oh, thank you very much, my love. That's very kind of you. It was really good. It was very, very good. Oh, so good. Salted caramel, man. It's so easy to make too. Caramel is like so underrated. So underrated and so easy. This Reiki healing has taken a little bit of a side turn into my, my cooking channel. I am a healer, a Reiki healer, and I also like to heal through food. And you know, here's the thing. This is a really great segue into a really cool conversation. Healing doesn't have to be somebody who's channeling energy and sending it with their hands like I'm doing right now, right? People heal in very subtle ways, right? People who love to cook. Anything that you are putting loving intention into is in itself going to have a healing effect, whether it be for you or for the people that you offer that to. There's something very magical about creating things with love and with intention and with peace. I love cooking. I love baking. And, you know, it's another little way where we can insert magic in our lives and others' lives. You know, think about the fact that food goes into your body and is digested and absorbed by your body. And there's something really powerful about that. That's why they say that, you know, something, the magic ingredient to a lot of cooking is love. And it's true. The magic ingredient to a lot of aspects of life is love. Whatever we pour our love into is going to have a very beautiful effect on the people that it touches. Michael, you got put in your place. Love is the magic ingredient, you know. And it's definitely something that I really appreciate and embrace from my mother's side of the family. My mother's background is from France. So my mom, I'm half French, or 3/4 French technically. And the relationship with food is very, very different than it is for most of us who have grown up in North America, where food is kind of a convenience, and it's something that we eat because it's there for us to eat, to feed our bodies. And the relationship with food in France and arguably throughout Europe, it has a lot more significance. There's a lot more meaning and a lot more care and a lot more attention and importance attributed to the role of food in our lives, not just as nourishment for the body, but nourishment for the soul, nourishment for the heart. Right? And, you know, if you look at these, you know, cultures, right? If you look at France, a lot of the food in France isn't necessarily healthy. Croissant is delicious. Eclair is delicious. Mousse au chocolat, all these things. There's some really decadent food that by a lot of people's standards would be seen as, you know, foods that we want to be careful about. And it's all a matter of the way and the relationship that you have with it. It's all about that. It is your perception, it is your relationship, it is your intention, and it is your care. Millefeuille is so good. A good millefeuille is just, I need to learn how to make millefeuille. I bought a bunch of butter so that I could make the flakiest. I want to make chausson pomme. So chausson pomme is kind of like, I guess it's like an apple turnover, I guess is the closest the closest way, but it's not exactly an apple turnover. It's not the same. Chausson pomme is so good, but you have to make that like puff pastry. And it's a art. It's an art form. Oh, welcome, Rhett. Thank you for being in the live. Dexter's Laboratory was such a great show. Thank you for the follow, Rhett. Welcome to the vibes. We're talking about Reiki and food. We're getting our foodie fix. But yeah, it's all to say that, you know, there's no such thing as good and bad, really. You know, there's no such thing as good food and bad food. There is food that is higher vibration and food that is lower vibration. And I would argue, right, a lot of food that we would consider unhealthy or whatever, a homemade one, the reason why a homemade one is so vastly different is because of the care and the love that is put into it, as opposed to something that's mass produced where completely the human is completely removed from the process of artistry of that, right? When it's being made by machines and all these kind of like manufactured things, the vibration of that type of food is arguably, in my opinion, right, because I'm speaking from my point of view right now, would be a lower vibrational food, because that the magic of the person putting their intention and their love and their magic into it is no longer there. So the vibration ultimately will probably be lower. And that's why it's not as good for you. There is a gray area. Of course there is. Everything in moderation. But, you know, here's the thing is, if you have a proper relationship with the food that you're eating, then moderation is a lot easier. Overfilled with preservatives is a no. Yeah, I mean, organic is a whole kind of conversation in itself. I'm not really gonna get into. Organic is kind of something that's hard to pin down. Yes, fresh food is best and made with love. I agree. And so this might be a moment, right, for those of us who, I don't know, for those of us who have been curious or who don't actively cook for themselves, or maybe for those of you who do cook, right, who do enjoy cooking, I encourage you, next time you go to make yourself a meal, right, allow it to be a process where you're truly being present with what you're doing, and really allowing yourself to embrace every moment of it, and really putting in your love and your care into what you're creating, what you're making for yourself. Bye, Craig. Hi, Courtney. How are you? Courtney, I love your TikToks, by the way. They always make me laugh so hard. For those of you who don't follow Courtney Cat Cam, she's hilarious. Please give her a follow. Yeah. Courtney's rad. Also, fellow BCer. J'aime le fromage, moi aussi. I love cheese. Where did my music go? My music kind of fell away here. Oh, I always forget to tend my garden. I like these. We're back. Gardens are fun. I want to be in the forest right now. I'm a little forest girl. I've been going to the forest pretty much every day after work lately and just sitting there and just chilling out. It's so nice. Best place to be. No doubt. No doubt. There's something about this music that just completely shifts my energy in the most beautiful way. It's so relaxing. And just like a warm hug. I know. I'm so jealous of the birds that you have, Debbie, with the parrots. Um, Debbie's in California and she has the most beautiful birds that come and visit her. She also has a little squirrel that comes and visits her. And I'm a little jealous, Deborah. I'm a little bit jealous because I also want to be Snow White and I want to have a pet squirrel. Also want to have a pet raccoon. So that's a work in progress right now. Debbie is quite literally a Disney princess. What can we say? You know? we all want to be Debbie. We all want to be Deborah Merced. He's so cute. He's so cute. I'm trying to befriend the crows. I want to make some crow friends. I do practice animal Reiki, and so I'll sometimes when I go to the forest kind of create like a Reiki zone for animals to enjoy if they would like it, but you know, they're quite good at honoring their own discretion. Um, oh, I'm so jealous. Are there ways you recommend to send your pet good energy? Erica, that's a fantastic question. Check in with them first, right? The first rule in energy healing is that energy works with consent, and that is just as valid and important for other animals. It's not just a human thing. Animals also give their consent in their own way. We are not here to blast animals with, anything. Because they're very sensitive to energy. They're incredibly perceptive, and they have incredibly good sense of what it is that they would like to bring into their energy field and what it is that they would like to be without. So I would just check in, right? You can kind of just try to tune into their energy, and, I encourage you to keep your eyes open when you're working with a pet. But, just simply ask if that is something that they would like to receive or not. And they'll show you in their own way, whether or not that's something that they're open to. They very likely will say yes, but sometimes they say no. Sometimes they're not into it, and that's okay. Animals enjoy Reiki as well. They absolutely do, but sometimes they don't want it. And, that's completely okay. Because we have to remember, right, that especially if, and I don't know if you practice Reiki or not, but if you're sending energy healing, even though we're channels, even though we're kind of channeling the energy from the highest light, we're still channeling it through our own bodies. And sometimes we imperceptibly carry things that, as much as we set intentions for that not to carry over, there are subtle things that animals can perceive and that are aware of, that we may not even be aware of, and they might choose that they're okay for now. So just keep that in mind. It's always important to recognize, even if the energy is in the highest light, even though your intentions are good and your intentions are pure, that it may not be something that is welcome in that moment. Hi, Jerry. Speaking of animal Reiki, I have a beautiful cat, Barbara, who was in a cone for a while because she had to have something removed from her leg. And she was not a very happy kitty for a while. And I offered her animal Reiki one of the first few nights. I mean, I offered it to her, more than once, obviously. But there was this one night where I very intentionally and kind of lengthily offered her Reiki, and it's really interesting when you watch an animal respond to the energy healing, because they'll show you exactly where they want it to go. They are very communicative of where they want that energy to go, and it was quite a cool experience, because she immediately came closer and she would put the part of her body that she wanted the energy to go to against my hands and stuff. Oh, you're very welcome, Zaz. Welcome to the live. It's funny, TikTok I find has been filtering a lot more comments than they used to, and you kind of see conversations happening and half the information is not present. It's very weird. Very, very strange. I'm kind of tempted to... I'm kind of called to my goddess deck, oracle deck. I kind of feel like pulling an oracle card, which is not something I do normally. So we're gonna do something different. I'm gonna go grab my goddess deck. We're gonna pull a card. Yes, please. I'm gonna find out what the message is for tonight. I wonder if this is something I should do a little bit more regularly. I don't really pull cards on lives ever. I don't really pull cards very often in general. I'm feeling kind of drawn to them tonight. So setting the intention that guidance in the highest light come in and share what it is that they want to share. What kind of encouragement or wisdom can they provide us as a collective in this beautiful live tonight? We do need to do readings for each other offline. We haven't done that in a long time, have we? It's been a hot minute. Oh, isn't that funny? That's who I thought was in here tonight. Oh, Parvati. I saw her. Devotion. Devotion. Parvati. It's interesting because I felt her energy. Makes me laugh because it's like, I know it's you coming in. I know you want to show yourself. How funny. Parvati. Parvati is a beautiful energy. So Parvati's coming in with devotion. I love that, Debbie. So for those of you who would like to see the card, in case it sparks anything for you. Number 42. And it's interesting that we were talking about trust earlier. I'm going to keep this card with me. It's interesting that we were talking about trust earlier because devotion is very deeply linked with that, right? To be devoted to yourself right? And when we're talking about devotion, we're not talking about devotion to somebody else. We're not talking about devotion to a god. We are talking about devotion to yourself. Are you devoted to yourself? Do you trust yourself in your highest power, in your highest good? Do you have faith in yourself? Are you honoring the beautiful being and energy that you are? Right? All of that attention, all of that love, all of that energy that you pour into an external being. When we talk about devotion, being devoted to someone or something, are you sharing that devotion to yourself? Are you being devoted to yourself, to your own light, to your own heart, to your own life, to your peace? Are you devoted to your own peace? Do you put yourself on your own pedestal? What esteem do you hold yourself in? Because ultimately, whatever it is, when we are devoted to an external energy, right, to God, source, consciousness, universe, energy, whatever, we have to remember that we are a part of that. And we are only able to experience that beautiful God consciousness energy because we as physical beings exist here on this plane. You would not be able to experience whatever it is that you're experiencing out there without being incarnated. And you have to recognize how powerful that in itself is. So you honoring and being devoted to this thing outside of you, you have to recognize that you are the person who's able to do that because you yourself are sacred. You yourself are worthy of that divine love that you are bestowing upon others. What are your passions? What are your hobbies? What lights you up? What is your spark? Devote your love and your energy and your joy into those things that also light you up and fill up your own cup so that you in turn are able to affect and share that devotion with others. You are the first step. You are the first step. Your cup needs to overflow, and the only way that your cup can overflow is if you're filling your cup. That cup is not going to overflow if you're giving the contents of your cup constantly to other people without having a source of it being filled up. And you can't expect it to be filled up by other people either. You have to find ways to fill up your own cup, right? Until the cup spilleth over. So be devoted to yourself. Be devoted to your heart. Be devoted to your passions and your path. Because you are a divine being with a divine plan. And you are a part of it all. You are a part of this creation that is life, right? So by devoting your energy to yourself, you are at the same time being devoted to those higher powers around you. They're not separate, they're one and the same. The only way that you can devote yourself to this higher place is by devoting yourself to yourself so that you're able to follow that divine plan, right? I'm going to see if there's anything else that comes through because I felt another energy when I was... I love Parvati's energy. She's beautiful. She's so gentle. Parvati is so gentle and she has this really beautiful kind of butterfly energy to her. It's innocent, but it's not. It's very just just very light and like when you think of a laugh that has music to it, right? This beautiful, just musical laugh. That's how I feel about Parvati. Honor your divinity. She's got this beautiful, fresh youthfulness to her. Joyous. Glimmery. Kind of like a laugh that sparkles, if that makes sense. Who else is coming through? Interesting. Shakti. I find that very interesting. This night is funny. This night is so funny. When I started tuning in before this Reiki live even started, I connected with the moon, ironically, which is not something I do very often or ever. I usually connect directly to the earth when I'm doing my Reiki. And the moon energy was coming in, a gentle moon. And the event, for those of you who weren't here earlier when I was talking about the events that are happening on Sunday, we have a activation and blockage removal, energy activation and blockage removal happening on Sunday morning. And that's going to be followed immediately by a guided meditation Reiki healing as part of the chakra healing series that I've been leading over the last few months. And we're going to be working on the third eye. And now we have this Shakti card. And where is she pointing? Directly to the third eye. How funny is that? And again, transformation. Transformation comes within. Transformation comes from within. Being divinely guided, but being divinely guided means you are listening to your own guidance. You are trusting your guidance. You are trusting your sight. You are trusting your intuition. Because you are devoted to yourself, just like the Parvati card was telling us earlier. When you are devoted and you are embracing and seeing your own power and your own divinity and your own ability to make magic, not only do you transform yourself, but you transform everything around you. Everything around you changes and shifts the moment that you change your perception. The moment that your perception shifts, that you allow yourself to start seeing things in a different way and start seeing things from the eye of your intuition, the eye of your authentic self, your whole world is going to shift along with you. And the reason that happens is because everything that we experience is a direct reflection and a direct depiction of our own perception, of our own inner world. So when you get in that moment, when you are so tuned in that you are completely connected to what your authentic self needs, what is aligned with your inner vision and your inner sight, which is aligned with your own energy, everything around you is going to fall into place. It may not fall into place in a way that you expect or anticipate. It's not to say that there aren't going to be challenges, but things line up in such a way for you to be following the path that your light shines onto. If you look at this card, right, we have a moon here. She's divinely lit up. This is the crown. This is the third eye. There is light coming out. That light, when you allow your light to shine forward, when you allow your light to shine, period, you illuminate things around you. You illuminate things within yourself, and you illuminate things around you. Think of what happens when you go from a nighttime landscape and then the sun rises and sheds light upon the landscape. The entire landscape changes. Why? Because there is a light that's shining itself on different things that you didn't see before. Transformation is as simple as being able to see things in a new light, being able to see the world around you with a new light, because you are allowing your light to shine forward. You are allowing your light to shine outward. You're allowing yourself to be seen so that you can see other things in tandem, and for other people to see you for who you are. For those people who are on your highest path to find you, and for you to find them. And then everything falls into place in its own way. And we are transforming all the time, right? Transformation is not like this one hit deal. Transformation is ever happening. Sometimes it's a bigger transformation that we are able to perceive quite blatantly, and sometimes it's just a shift of a shadow. But it's all powerful, right? Trust and complete acceptance that you are a divine creation. Absolutely. Honor your divinity. Oh, hello, Ruta. Ruta. How are you, my love? We were just talking about devotion and transformation. I pulled a couple of cards. To share with the collective. I was on channel. They're both still here. It's so funny, right? Because you feel the energy come in, and it's just nice when it gets kind of confirmed in that way for you. And it's like, oh, maybe you are actually really here. They're both just beautiful. I wonder what I keep on seeing Cerridwyn. And I keep on forgetting what the Cerridwyn card is, but I keep on seeing her. I feel like it's patterns, I think. 1 second here. I love these cards. For those of you who are interested or intrigued by this deck, this is the Goddess Power deck. Goddess Power deck, for those of you who are intrigued. Hi, Michaela. How are you, my love? Oh, no. Cerridwyn is potential. Well, was it Cerridwyn that I saw, or was it someone else? Who was it that I saw? It's funny when you see one thing and then you hear something else. Mary, miracles. I saw Mary come in earlier as well, which is all about miracles. And I kind of align her a little bit with that transformation card quite a bit. Freya. Beautiful Freya, radical acceptance. Where's the card I'm looking for? There we go. Ellen of the Ways. Okay. I remember her having more hair than that. Breakfast and coffee sounds incredible. Man, there's so many cards in here that I've never seen before. Green Tara is beautiful. Persephone. No, it must be those two. But I definitely heard Cerridwyn, so that's what I'm going to go with, really. Parvati. For those of you who wanted to see the Parvati card again, Ruda, that's the Parvati card. I'm going to hide my face. That's the Shakti card. And I think that, man, she looks so different from what I remember, unless the one that I'm looking for is in the other room. Anyways, doesn't matter. Cerridwyn. Cerridwyn is about potential. Parvati, you had a connection with her 2 years ago? Parvati's beautiful. Hello, Empath Mystic. They are beautiful cards. Oh, thank you. Shucks. Potential, potential, potential. I'd like to read, I'm kind of called to read what. Card number 9. Who's a life path number 9 in here? Go sleep, Debbie. Thank you for being in my live tonight. Everyone follow Debbie. She does beautiful morning intentions at 7 a.m. PST. So we're going to read a little thing from the book. I don't usually read from the book. I usually just channel, but I feel kind of... Man, You know what's interesting with this card too? Because we were talking about the third eye and my third eye event, is she has a massive thing on her third eye as well, which I find really interesting. Potential, dreams. Everything is possible. Tapping into your dreams and tapping into your desires. Tapping into your vision for yourself and for your life. Anything is possible. Your potential starts with your vision. Your potential starts with your vision. Nothing is possible unless you have a vision first, right? Anything that you can kind of create within your mind, within your heart of hearts, right? That is the kindling for the fire. It starts somewhere. It starts from the vision. It starts from the dream. Once you have a dream, you just have to trust in your dream. You have to believe in your dream. You have to be devoted to yourself in your dream. Everything is kind of falling together right now. But you understand what I mean? Your potential starts with you. Your potential starts in here, up here, and in here. There is nothing that is impossible. Anything is possible so long as you trust in yourself and so long as you trust in the universe around you. Oh, I love this. So after saying all of that, let's read the message in the book that I've never read before. Are you ready? Cerridwyn, the empowerment message from this beautiful goddess. You are a child of infinite potential, and the Celtic goddess Cerridwyn is there to remind you of the power that resides in the womb of your heart and the chalice of your mind. How cool is that? What did I just say? Everything you need is coming together right now, as if your life's reflection were shining brightly in a golden liquid in Cerridwyn's magical transformative cauldron. Imagine greatness and there will be greatness. Envision peace and there will be peace. Choose love, choose gratitude, and choose faith in the divine magic that flows through you. These are the only ingredients needed for the goddess Cerridwyn to work her transformation magic on your behalf. Regardless of the limitations imposed on your world by fate, culture, and conditioning, your true destiny is coalescing on your behalf. You can be anything you imagine. Remember this. Dream and trust that everything you need exists to make that dream a reality. This is the promise of the goddess Cerridwyn. And I feel really validated right now. Part of the reasons I don't pull cards is I have to learn just as much as I'm here for all of you, but I'm also here and devoted to myself by doing these lives. And I feel that me pulling these cards tonight was exactly what was supposed to be happening so that I could be devoted to myself. I am also learning something that I have to trust in my abilities and trust in my ability to channel. What I found really beautiful about that message is she also spoke of transformation, just like that Shakti card. Everything works together. Nothing works in isolation. Trust yourself. Trust your ability to connect to something bigger. Trust in your ability to create something bigger. You are a co-creator in this universe. You are a divine creation and you are a divine creator. You are both at once. You are so welcome, Michaela. That was for you. Are my earrings birds? This is a little hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are good luck. You're welcome, my beautiful darling. I'm going to start doing this more often. I enjoyed that. I forgot how much I enjoyed pulling cards for people. That was fun. Yeah. Love you too, Michael. The JLo story. The JLo story makes me cringe a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna get some bad, some hate for that one, but what a strong, beautiful message that was, hey? And I loved that imagery, the womb of your heart. Potential starts from the seed. It is the seed that grows into the flower. It's the seed that grows into the tree. Planting that seed in your mind and planting that seed in your heart and not giving up your trust and your devotion to letting that seed grow. You nurture it, you feed it with love, you feed it with nourishment, you feed it with faith. And you watch it grow, and you watch your dream grow, and you watch your dream flourish around you. It starts off as a tiny, tiny little thing, and it can be bigger than you've ever envisioned. And it can last the test of time, right? Have a beautiful night, Lucid the Coal. I have to drink some water. 6'4", tall ginger. That's a tall ginger. That felt real nice. Hydration. Oh, is it 11:41? It's late. Yeah. I think that's a beautiful way to end the live, honestly. So I'm just going to quickly ground this energy. Taking a beautiful deep breath in. Filling ourselves up with this beautiful, nourishing oxygen. Letting it go. Breathing in. And breathing out. One last time. Breathing in. And breathing out. Sending our energy into the earth to be rooted. Letting go of all those things that you no longer need to carry. Finding gratitude for this moment of quiet and peace. Allowing ourselves to take off the jacket of the day and hanging it up for another day. Don't need to wear that jacket now. Allowing yourself to feel light and fresh and ready for rest. For those of us starting our day, allowing ourselves to feel energized and excited, but peaceful and calm. Poised. Sealing off this energy with beautiful golden light. Thanking the Reiki energy for coming through and helping us tonight. Thanking these beautiful goddesses who came in with their messages today. And thanking all other beings in the highest light that came in to aid in the healing. And of course, thanking ourselves. Take a moment to give yourself gratitude for being here, giving you exactly what it is that you needed in whatever way it is that you needed. Tuning into your heart and giving your heart gratitude for carrying you through the day. And I'm releasing myself from this energy now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Calling back my energy, sending it up to Source to be transmuted in love and light and brought back to me. And I lovingly and gratefully send back your energy up to Source to be transmuted in love and light and sent back to you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for having joined me tonight on this beautiful live. If you ever would like to book a personal session with me, there is a link in my bio for you to do so. And if you'd ever like to catch some more Reiki healing on the days where I don't go live on TikTok, I post these to my YouTube channel, Reiki with Salome. So if you search Reiki with Salome on YouTube, you should be able to find me. And if you subscribe, you'll be able to get notifications for when I go and post a live replay. The energy is always present. It's always valid. So, you can always get some nice calming Reiki there. And for those of you who missed the spiel on Claire Mind Body Soul, that's our subscription program that we run, where we offer monthly events, 4 events every month, that you get for $44 in total. And we have a beautiful Facebook group that's beautifully supportive, where we have a monthly chit chat that's really fun and informative, and weekly energy forecasts that we provide, as well as any support with your questions that you may have along your journey. We're going to be doing a really amazing event actually on Sunday. It's going to be at 10 a.m. For those of you who are interested. If you'd like to just drop in for the event without being part of the subscription, you absolutely can. It's $33 to attend. And it's going to be an energy activation and blockage removal with with 3 healers. So it's going to include myself, Debbie, who was in here earlier, and Juliana. We're all going to be sending beautiful energy and leading us through a talk and some activities to connect with trust. So trust is going to be the theme of this this healing that's happening on Sunday. It's going to be at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hi, Mina, how are you? And then I'm going to be leading a guided meditation to balance the third eye chakra. And it's going to be a guided meditation with Reiki and light language healing. So that's happening right afterwards. So you're able to attend that as well. If you're interested, it is $33. And yeah, I think that's the gist of most of the things. So again, if you would like to book a private session with me, there is a link in my link tree to do so. It's a beautiful opportunity to get some more direct healing and guidance for those of you who may be looking for some more catered or specific healing. Debbie is also a Reiki master. So she practices Usui Reiki. I practice Holy Fire, Karuna, World Peace Reiki. Actually, she practices Holy Fire Reiki as well, and Karuna Reiki. And I also practice Animal Reiki, which is connecting to the Tree of Life in the Divine Animal Kingdom. So yeah, lots of stuff to keep in mind. I love you all. I don't know if anybody has a question or how are Reiki classes, Miss Teacher, how are Reiki classes going? I don't have any Reiki classes planned yet. So I need to get my gears on that. I do teach Reiki as well for those of you who would like to learn how to practice Holy Fire Reiki levels 1 and 2. I have to offer my master class for my beautiful people who already have their level 1 and 2, like David and Ruda. I have not forgotten you. I've just been very busy. But I do teach. Reiki. And I teach it online. It's through Zoom, so it's 2 full days, 2 8-hour days. The first day is level 1, the second day is level 2. So I have to find a time where I would be able to lead that. My life has just been very busy. So you're not practicing so often. Yeah, I know. It's okay to take breaks. You've got level 1. Do you have level 1 Usui or level 1 Holy Fire? I guess level 1, it doesn't actually matter so much. You can take level 2 Holy Fire. Holy Fire Reiki. You need more practice still, the master class. That's perfect because I need more practice to teach the master class because I've never taught the master class before. So for those of you who would be in my first master class, if you already have your level 1 and 2 Holy Fire Reiki, I am also learning things. So be patient with me. Hello, James. Thank you. Yeah. I know you're going to be there. You're probably going to be teaching me more than I teach you. I got it. Oh, hi, Herman. How are you? I haven't seen you for a while. Yeah. So lots of good stuff. Lots of fun things happening. You'll be there for sure. I look forward to it, David. I think that will be fun because the first time it was just you by yourself. Oh, I have to message Kelly. I haven't messaged Kelly in forever. It would be fun for you guys to have somebody to practice with. Oh, I'm sorry you had a nightmare there, Minna. That's no good. No, they just practice on each other. Oh, did you? Tell her I say hi. I'm looking healthy, thank you. Oh, thank you. This is my post-soccer tournament glow, I guess. I had a very long day yesterday playing soccer from like 11:30 in the morning till like 8 p.m. It was a long day. Yeah, I mean, I had breaks. It's not like I was doing it nonstop. I had breaks, don't worry. But I like the sun. I like the play. Soccer, football, yeah. Football's life. Football is life. I find it really funny when people pull the science card. I'm just kind of like pondering on a comment from earlier. Ah, ignorance is bliss, isn't it? You can listen to me all day. People forget that science is an evolution of things. And nothing is actually completely set in stone either. Science, like 500, 600, 700 years ago, whatever, we thought that the earth was the center of the universe and that everything revolved around the earth. And that was science in the day. And then we got better tools and we discovered that that wasn't the case as far as we can perceive it and as far as we can understand. And that's the thing is, we have to be open. For those of you who are here, because you're going to encounter a lot of people. This is just a moment of learning, right? You're going to encounter a lot of people along your path that are going to bash you and say that, you're crazy or that you're ignorant or, all of these things because they don't fully have the same perception or perspective as you. And it's a reminder that just because you feel and you believe in the science or the concept of energy does not mean that you don't understand science. It does not mean that you don't believe in science. It just means that you believe in something that science has not been able to prove in its own way with the tools that it has. Right? So remember that everything is energy. If there's one thing that science and physics has taught us, right? Physics is that matter, anything that is energy. Mass is an expression of energy. That is science. There's no other way to put it. Anyone can come at you and say anything different. Everything is made of energy. Energy cannot be created, nor can it be destroyed. Those are the principles that we have learned through modern day physics and science. For those people who are going to tell you, because of the beliefs that you hold, that you do not understand science, that you are ignorant to the laws of physics as we understand them as human beings with the tools and the math that we use. You are not ignorant and you are not incompetent because you believe in something bigger than what we have been able to experience and measure with the tools that we have developed up to this point. You are a powerful being. You are an intelligent being. You are a divine being. And do not let anyone ever tell you otherwise. You know yourself. And people who are out there to judge other people are people who are afraid of looking at themselves and looking at the limitations that they're experiencing. And they are still people who deserve love and who deserve respect, not only from others, but from themselves. Remember that. So continue treating yourself with kindness and continue treating yourself with respect and with dignity and with pride. Because the way that you treat yourself is a reflection of the way that you will treat others in return. And they will all learn something from you in the way that you treat yourself. So honor yourself, honor your mind, honor your heart, honor your gut, honor your energy, honor who you are as a pure, divine, authentic being. Honor you. Don't allow anybody else's words and anybody anybody else's perceptions affect the way that you see you and the way that you feel about you. Your experience of yourself is paramount, and it is number one. It is always going to come above anything else. Your opinion, your perception, and your esteem of yourself is the most important voice in your experience of life. Everything else is secondary. Everything else is a reflection of what is happening in here, what is happening in your heart, what is happening in your own head. Okay? So let that be my final thought for you all tonight. I love you all. Please continue to love yourselves and to give yourself grace and kindness. Allow yourself to be curious and non-judgmental. Allow yourself to be open to new experiences. Allow yourself to be open to new perspectives. We don't ever have it figured out. We're never going to have it all figured out, and that is okay. Be okay with not having the answers. Be okay with not having the answers, but also allow yourself to experience multiple answers so that you can have more questions. Because that's what makes life fun, is having questions so that we can go and discover more things that we never thought were possible. Okay. I love you all. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful evening. And I will always be here. So even if I take those long pauses again, find me on YouTube if you need. And catch you later, alligator. I love you. Bye.